Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, Ontario Bay Storm fans of all genders and all ages, welcome to the 2024 Senior Night! It is my privilege and honor to introduce you to our seniors this evening. We're going to start the night off with our captain and senior, number 12, Jacob Almadon. Hello, my name is Jacob Almadon. I am a senior at APW High School. I started playing hockey around 12 years old. This is my fourth and final year playing for Obey. I started playing hockey super late as a first-year peewee. I'd first like to give Sean Stern a huge thank you for seeing the most in me every year he was my coach. I'd also like to thank Coach Steve for always letting me get extra ice time when I needed it most. I'd also like to thank Coach M, Coach Ellis, and the whole Blazers team for a fun year. After my first ever practice, my mom called my dad crying, thinking hockey wasn't going to be a thing. I could barely stand up on the ice. My dad always saw the best in me and pushed me the hardest he could. The sport of hockey hasn't just been a game to me. I've met people that are now forever lifetime friends. I'd like to say a huge thanks to all the teammates I've played with over the years. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to all the coaches I have had throughout the years. Thank you, Coach Stern, Coach Steve, and Coach K for pushing me to be the best teammate and player I could be every high school season. Thank you, coaches, for pushing me to also be the best player I can be off the ice. Lastly, I'd like to say thank you to my mom and dad for always believing in me on and off the ice. No matter how far the game or practice was, my mom and dad always drove the distance to get me there. Also, thank you to my sister for always being my number one supporter no matter what. And another huge thanks to David Stern for always pushing me to be the best I can after every shift and every game. Here with us today is Tyler Myers. He was my Pop Warner coach for many years growing up. Tyler always saw the best player and person in me. He always encouraged and pushed me to do my best no matter the circumstances. Tyler was the first ever coach that really taught me that sports aren't just about the game. There's more than just being a player day in and day out. Tyler taught me there's a lot to winning and losing. No matter the outcome, there's always things to learn and adapt to. He was the first ever coach to really teach the characteristics of being a player and teammate. I want to give one big thank you to Tyler Myers. After graduation, I am planning on studying electrical engineering. I'm currently committed to playing hockey at the next level for the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. One last final thank you to everyone who has supported me through the years. It has been a long and fun journey, and I'm extremely excited to see what the future has planned for me. Like one of my good friends likes to say, don't wait for it to be a good day, make it a great day. Roll Storm! Your captain, number 12, senior Jacob Almadon! And now, for your next senior, he's an alternate captain from South Jefferson Central School District, number 9, Andre Watts. Hello, my name is Andre Watts, and I am a senior at South Jefferson High School. After I graduate, I plan on attending a 4-year university and majoring in biology or biochemistry. I then plan on applying to dental school in hopes of becoming a dentist in the future. I have been playing hockey for 14 years, and this is my second year playing for Obey. I have also played travel hockey in the past, along with being a part of the varsity cross country and varsity lacrosse team at my school. The sport of hockey has taught me many life lessons and has left me with many great memories that I will be able to look back on in the future. Being part of the Ontario Bay hockey team has allowed me to meet many great people and make bonds that will last forever. I would also like to thank Coach Steve Olson and Coach K for pushing me every day to put in my greatest effort on and off the ice. You guys put so much time into this program, and I am grateful for that. I also want to thank Coach Terry for joining us this year and being diligent in trying to make us all better. Also, another big thanks to the Ontario Bay Booster Club for all that you do for this program. Lastly, thank you to the Dan-Dalin for streaming all of our games. I would like to thank my dad for being the one to introduce me to this sport at a young age. You and Mom have driven across hell's half acre to take me to many tournaments and games, and I appreciate all that you do for me. I would also like to thank my sister and brother for giving me continuous support and pushing me to be the best version of myself. With me by my side is Coach Swenson from the Thousand Island Pirates. My first coach, my rock, my inspiration to play this beautiful game of hockey. That's why I choose you, Coach, to be my mentor tonight and share in my senior night. Coach Swenson made hockey so special for me at a young age. He gave me a chance to find out where I love to play by playing all positions, helped me develop friendships outside of school, and always encouraged me to give my best for my teammates and family. Thank you, Coach Swenson. Most of the kids on his teams are still playing hockey to this day. That's a testament to Coach's ability and willingness to go the extra mile to instill confidence and integrity in being a part of something bigger than yourself. And hockey does so much for us, as you know. It's a culture of competitiveness, commitment, and family. I've traveled many miles with hockey, but the foundation of my success on and off the ice was spending time with great people like Coach Swenson. He made you think what needed to be corrected to be successful, made you grow and make decisions for the betterment of your team, and with his locker room speeches, inspired you to want to give full effort every time you stepped on the ice. Truthfully, in the tough games and tournaments at such a young age, I wondered why all this pressure and expectations were on my young shoulders, but Coach had a way to encourage me to see that it would help me get better. I have learned a lot of life lessons through my young hockey career that I can use to be successful in my future. So I can't thank you enough for instilling pride, decency, compassion, love, and respect within this beautiful game we know as hockey. That's why I choose Coach Swenson as my mentor tonight. Here he is again, number 9, your assistant captain, Andre Watts. Our next senior, also a senior at South Jefferson Central School District, number 21, Adam Pooler. I am a senior at South Jefferson High School. I have been playing high school hockey since I was 5 years old, and this is my second year on the Ontario Bay team. I have also played hockey for Salmon River Storm for 13 years and 2 years for Unity Hockey Club. I am also a member of my high school football and lacrosse team and played for 1812 and Unity Lacrosse Club teams. I would like to thank my high school coaches Steve Olson, Callie O'Mara, and John Terry. I would also like to thank Sean Stern, Jerry Brown, and Derek Goodenough for coaching me since I started 13 years ago. These coaches have always believed in me and pushed me to be the best I can be. I would also like to thank my teammates, friends, teachers, and my family for all your support. I would like to give a huge thank you to my parents, Buzzy and Amy, my brother Kenny, and sisters Brittany and Brianna for always being there for me. They have taught me to be the person I am today. They always show me love and support every day and remind me that no matter what, to always believe in myself. I can't thank them enough. It is my pleasure to honor Sean Stern. He has been my hockey coach since I was 5 years old. He has always encouraged me to be the best I can be on and off the ice. He is very kind, caring, and is always there if you need anything. He has given me rides and is always a blast to talk to about sports, life, and everyday stuff. He can see the best in everyone, and he tries to help everyone he can to be the best they can be. I will never be able to thank him enough for everything he has done for me. After high school, I will be attending JCC to further my education and will be playing hockey and lacrosse for the JCC Cannoneers. It's number 21, Senior Adam Pooler. And now for our fourth senior of the evening, from Sandy Creek Central School District, it's number 25, Steven Saber. My name is Steven Saber. I'm a senior from Sandy Creek. My future plans are still undecided for work, but I intend to still play a high-level hockey. When I first moved here, I felt out of place, but when I started playing for Salmon River, I immediately felt where I belonged, and those 2 years I played were probably the most fun I had. I've played hockey since I was 4 years old, 3 of which were amazingly spent on Obey, making some lifelong friends and a second family that will always be held close to my heart. Outside of hockey, I play golf for Sandy Creek. I hunt and fish, and anything with a motor, I want to ride. I would like to take this time to thank my parents for dealing with the financial stress of my hockey career and always pushing me to do my best. I would also like to thank the parents of my teammates for raising your kids so well and giving me such a great group of guys to play the game I hold near and dear to my heart with. For the fans that have supported the team since day one, thank you for cheering us on and always believing in us. And to the coaches, the backbone of our team that has swung this team from a laughingstock to a contender with even the best of schools, thank you for only seeing the best in all of us. Now I would like to introduce my mentor, my father, William Saber. My dad has always been more than just a dad. He's a teammate, a coach, and a friend that has always wanted the best for me and pushes me to my max potential all the time. He has never let me give up and has always been in my corner since day one. When I look at him, I still see a superhero of a dad I saw as a little kid, and knowing he fought for the great country I've come to love just solidifies that image in my head and heart. I would like to thank my dad for never giving up on me and making me the best young man I can be. Thank you all, and lastly, roll Obey. Every day I've got their backs and they've got mine. Number 25, Senior Steven Saber. And that concludes this evening's senior night ceremony. At this time, I'd like to remind you that the Cold Front Cafe is still open, filled with delicious, delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs. Make sure you pick up your 50-50 raffle tickets, as tonight's raffle has the capability of being the largest pot yet. Make sure you get your 50-50 raffle tickets. You gotta be in it to win it. All right, let's enjoy a bit of a slideshow here for these seniors. Oh, thank you everyone for your kind words. Jake's grandma, always good to see you on as always. But Rachel, how come you're not here? I don't get it. And Kenny, you take care of those babies. I hope they're watching too. We are getting down to the wire. About 3 minutes to go before we do starting lineups, national anthem, and our puck drop. All right, we'll get back to the senior slideshow during intermission. I promise we'll let them play through at that time. But I got to give a shout out to my sponsors. Without them, I couldn't do what I do. Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant across the street from the bank. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services, interior and exterior cleaning for your commercial, industrial, or residential facility. Glory Construction and Development for all of your new building and new structure construction needs. If you're going to have it built in his glory. Sparks and Recreation. Follow them on YouTube. The Guile family, as they go across the country, go to Disney World, see our national parks, buy and sell used vehicles. They remake vehicles and they enter them in enduro races. And they also sell Subarus at All Wheel Auto on Route 104 in New Haven, New York. And of course, Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. A beautiful 12-hole course located on Tinker Tavern Road in Pulaski, and Divots Restaurant and Bar located at Streamside RV Park and Golf Course. Cold beer, great food. And remember, if you want to be greenside, you got to be streamside. So make sure you stop by and check out all of those sponsors. Because of them, I'm able to have cool goalie cameras like this one and this one, in addition to my regular camera. More sponsors, the more cameras! Coach Ledoux, how are ya? Jenny's beating IHC 3-1 after 2. Not bad. IHC, that's a 2-goal lead. That's what you want for Jenny, so IHC can come back and knock them off that pedestal. Quick 1-2 punch. Send them on their heels and get the game winner. See if IHC can pull off a 4-3 upset of Jenny. They are down at Shove Park. I'll hear from Olivia as that score progresses. So we are less than a minute away from puck drop. And I'll be back in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, hockey fans of all genders and all ages, welcome to the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. The Ontario Bay Booster Club would like to remind you that this facility is managed by a parent-led group of volunteers, and your assistance in helping to keep the arena clean is greatly appreciated. Warming blankets have been provided for your convenience in the bleacher section of the arena. Please remember to fold and return those blankets to their appropriate receptacles at the conclusion of this game. And in this competition, we have the visiting team wearing their black and blue sweaters, led by head coach Dan Jones, the Cicero North Syracuse Stars. Versus your home team in the gold sweaters, led by head coach Steve Olson, assistant coaches John Terry, Kelly O'Mara, Sean Stern, the Ontario Bay Storm! And And here are your starting lineups, beginning with the visiting CNS Stars. Number 2, Drew Matiasic. Number 4, Cole Prevost. Number 5, Tyler Maluski. Number 15, Nate Buston. Number 19, Chase Miron. And in goal, number 28, Leighton Sullivan. And now for your starting lineup for the Ontario Bay Storm. Beginning on defense, number 9, assistant captain and senior, Andre Watts. On defense, number 14, Connor DeMar. On offense, number 12, captain and senior, Jacob Amadon. On offense, number 21, senior, Adam Pooler. On offense, number 25, senior, Steven Saber. And between the pipes defending the net, number 22, Hayden Terry. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please rise as we all stand together, united as one free country. Please remove your headgear, place your hand over your heart. Any active duty, veteran, or retired servicemen and women may salute as desired as we listen to the playing of our national anthem. The Cold Front Cafe is open, filled with delicious, delectable delights to satisfy your nutritional needs. Make sure you stop by and stop by often and get your 50-50 raffle tickets. Remember, you got to be in it to win it, and tonight may be the biggest 50-50 pot yet. Now, if you're ready, I'm ready, we're ready. Let's play some hockey! And there we go. Ontario Bay wins the draw. Puck comes back to Connor DeMott. DeMott sends this up through the neutral zone. Gets picked up by Maluski. Maluski back into his own end. Passes this puck up to Miron. Miron over the blue line. Loses that puck to Andre Watts. Andre can't get it out. Miron dumps this into the corner. Jacob Amidon battling for that puck. Andre coming back. Trying to pick that puck up. Sends this over to the corner. Chased down by Captain Amidon. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Collected by Nate Bustin. Bustin busts over the blue line back into the offensive end. Centering pass blocked by Saber. Sent back out into the neutral zone by Ontario Bay. Grabbed by Prevost. Cole goes back into his zone. Passes out into the neutral zone. Picked off, though, by Ontario Bay. And Adam Pooler dumps this in. Sullivan pauses back behind the net. Passed out into the neutral zone by CNS, turned back in by Julian Watts. Battle for this puck. Cameron Dallin ties up a player along the boards. Gets brought back out. Nate Bustin back over. Shot. Save. Aiden Terry. Julian Watts back behind the net. Sends this up along the boards. Played on by Myros. Myros spears this out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Cameron Dallin. Dallin brings this into the offensive end. Shot. Kick. Save. Leighton Sullivan. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Moving up with this puck, Andrew Davis. Davis over the blue line, advancing forward. Hits the hash mark, drops this back off for Tanner Long. Save made. Terry gets deflected into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the left side of Aiden Terry. No, I'm kidding. It's going to be on his right side. Tanner Long in for the draw, pulls this puck back. Hayden Scott trying to move forward with it. Taken away, Dylan Van Brocklin back behind the net, rips this along the glass for Pooler. Pooler passes up to Amidon. Amidon out into the neutral zone, loses this puck, taken away by Hayden Scott. Scott dumps this over to Jason Knopp. Knopp moving over the blue line into the offensive end, tries weaving his way through, gets pinched on, puck gets cleared through the neutral zone. Hustling after it, Austin Benkowski. Benkowski grabs this puck, rips it around behind his net. Picked up on the near side by Tanner Long. Long sends this across to the other side. Hayden Scott crossing over. Scott trying to get behind Carter Donnelly, not able to. Shot gets fired wide. Held in at the point by Long. Fired on net by Andrew Davis. Save made. Aiden Terry. Puck comes out, all the way out and down, rolling on its edge. That's going to be on goal. Oh, save made. Leighton Sullivan. Biggest save of the day. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Connor DeMott trying to kick this puck forward. Hits off the skate of David Cooley. Now picked up by Cam Walker. Walker in at the hash mark. Takes a knee. Gets up. Andre Watts puts him into the boards. CNS trying to pull this puck away. David Cooley out in the slot. Sent that back out to the point. Fired in. Save made. Aiden Terry. Puck goes over to the corner. Or maybe he missed it entirely. Mateo Dalpe with this puck gets this out through the neutral zone. That's going to go all the way down for an icing, and that'll bring the faceoff back down to the other end of the arena. Where's Katie? What? Myros tries passing this out to Cameron Dallin. It doesn't make it to him. Austin Clark brings that back in, and it's offsides. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. James Law taking the draw. Battle for this puck, won by CNS. Dallin tried popping it up, not able to. This puck gets sent all the way in deep. Andre Watts back behind the goal. Watts sends this up along the boards, picked up by CNS. Miron passes this over to Nate Bustin. Bustin coming in, shot, save made. Aiden Terry. As you may have heard, my camera girl is not here today. Katie Dickinson, my employee of the month, being missed tremendously. Face off, Amidon sends this off the boards. Julian Watts grabs this, sends this around to the near corner. Pooler coming back forward, stepping up though, Chase Miron. Miron has this pressed up against the boards. Coming in, putting hits on is Mason Warnes. Warren's trying to kick this free. Comes up, picked up by Maluski. Maluski sends this over. Shot wide at the corner. Amidon rips this around. Pooler, hard pass out to Saber. Saber moving forward over the blue line. Saber shot, save, rebound goes wide right. Picked up by Saber back behind the net. He loses it, drops it back. Amidon tries dishing his puck back, gets tipped off by Cole Prevost. He was not able to hold. Saber fires that back in deep. Going back to pick it up, Tyler Maluski. Maluski back behind the net. Maluski weaving his way around. Amidon steals his shot. Save. Kicked out by Leighton Sullivan. And this puck gets cleared the length of the ice by CNS. And that's going to be an icing. Will bring the faceoff all the way back down by Leighton Sullivan. Face off to the right side of Sullivan. Law drives this puck in deep. Jake Roscoff goes back to pick it up, rips it around back behind the net, pulled out by Tanner Long into the neutral zone. Julian Watts there to get it. Watts gives his puck over to Donnelly. Donnelly dumps it in at the corner. Jake Roscoff picks it up. Roscoff sends this around on the far side. Law not able to hold it. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Julian Watts picks it up. Watts tries pushing this forward, gets tipped, driven back in by Roscoff. Played on by Donnelly. Donnelly sends it to the neutral zone, taken away by Andrew Davis. Davis penetrates back into the offensive end, dumps that puck into the corner. Julian Watts with it. Watts loses it, sends this back along the side at the point, held by Roscoff, fires it back in, gets turned right back out by James Law. Hard enough for an icing. Will bring that faceoff back down by Aiden Terry. Face off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Taken by Mateo Dalpy. Sends this up. Held in at the point by Ethan Shaw. Fires this puck back in. Dalpy with this puck. Dalpy coming around through the neutral zone. Crossed over the center line. Dumps this puck in. That's the way to do it. Leighton Sullivan plays it from behind the net. Sends it up. Held in by Donnelly. Sent forward. Back out in the neutral zone. Picked up by Austin Clark. Clark passes over for David Cooley. Cooley can't catch it. Centering pass goes on net. Save made by Aiden Terry. Goes up into the netting. The Amidon cheering crew is here in full effect. There they are. There they are. Can't be missed. Puck goes back behind the net. Centering pass, misses. Pooler gets a piece of it. Picked up, turned back, and Aiden Terry sweeps this aside. From the corner, Julian Watts fires us the length of the ice, and that's going to be an icing as it didn't touch anybody. We got a pretty full house. Look at all the fans behind the net and up in the student section. Coming along the sides, the bleachers are pretty darn full here. Packed barn for senior night. Everybody listens to Facebook because it's got to be true. Puck sent back into the corner. Tyler Maluski with it. Goes back behind the goal. Stops short. Challenged by Andre Watts. Watts sends this over to the corner. Over there, Chase Miron waiting for it. Miron sends this out to the point. Ethan Shaw can't hold it. Comes back into the neutral zone. Matiasik picks it up. Matiasik fires this in, gets stopped by Andre Watts. Watts pops this forward, goes right back to Drew Matiasik. Matiasik passes this puck up, deflected away. Pooler returns it right back to Nate Buston. Buston over the blue line into the offensive end. Puck fired on the far side. Andre Watts in the corner. Sends this up along the boards. Held in by Maluski. Maluski not doing a great job holding it in. Adam Pooler able to send this back out. Goes off the chest of Maluski to James Law. Law loses that as he crosses over the blue line. Turned back out by Tyler Maluski. Maluski hits the blue line. Sends his forward. Doesn't get really far. Connor DeMott to Julian Watts. Watts passes up into traffic for Dalin. Dalin takes this puck into the offensive end. Kicks it too far ahead of him. Picked up by Benkowski. Benkowski tries sending it out. Law had it for a moment, then lost it. Tanner Long with it now. Long challenge, back checking is Cameron Dalin. Dalin back checks that puck into the corner. Sends it up for Mason Warrens. Long goes down. Andrew Davis with this puck. Sends this towards the corner for Hayden Scott. Comes back to Scott. Taken away by James Law. Law This puck gets knocked out, and that's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone. Nope, it's not. Well, conversation between the officials. What do the rules say? I skipped that page. Yep, no, mine got stuck together because I had some sauce that night. It was a red sauce with spaghetti. And we'll do it here. There we go. Face-off in the neutral zone. Puck comes back to Benkowski. Benkowski passes over to Prevost. Prevost flicks this in. Grabbed by Dylan Van Brocklin trying to get this puck up. Gets it to Myros. Jacob passes up to Cameron Dallin. Dallin makes his way around. Dallin going into the middle. Shot. Save made by Leighton Sullivan. Great job, Jacob Myros, getting that puck up to Dallin. Dallin making his move to get around the defender into the offensive end. Buries that shot into the chest of Sullivan, though. This puck picked up by Jace Knopp. Knopp sends this around onto the near side. Held in by Law. Law to Myros. Myros in the corner. Sends it behind the net to the other corner. Van Brocklin backhands this. Played by Knopp. Knopp sends it up. It's a high stick. I was wondering. I didn't see the official's hand, but he's going to go with the high stick call. We'll have a face-off to the right side of Leighton Sullivan. Mateo Dalpe in for the draw. Pushes that puck forward. Jace Knopp picks it up, goes back behind the goal. Knopp spinning around in his own circle. Dalpe forechecking. Puck gets passed out into the neutral zone. Grabbed by Chase Miron. Miron has it swept away by Van Brocklin. Puck comes out to Dalpe. Dalpe fires that shot. Save made. Leighton Sullivan. Backhanded by Knopp. Back behind the net. In the play on that puck is Stephen Wheeler. Wheeler playing it. Puck gets popped out. Held in by Carter Donnelly. Donnelly fires it forward. Gets stopped by Chase Knopp. Knopp passes this puck out to Buston. Buston has it knocked away, though, by Carter Donnelly. Puck held in at the point by Knopp. Fires. Blocked in front. Puck gets pushed over to the side. Stephen Wheeler plays this up along the boards. Passed out as a terrible pass. Goes to Jace Knopp in the neutral zone. He's got to spin around trying to avoid Ethan Potter. Making his way in. Puck goes off the skate of Mateo Dalpe as he goes in. Potter diving after that puck. Can't get to it in time. Chase Miron passes it over for Colin Anderson. Missed pass. Puck comes into Carter Donnelly. Donnelly to Amadon. Amadon taking too long, but Ethan Potter coming up with a surprise of his own. That puck goes high. Whoa, almost hit the ceiling. Grabbed by Amadon, snapped off the boards for Pooler. Adam Pooler making his way into the slot. Pooler shot. It's a goal! Adam Pooler! Ontario Bay goal scored by number 21, senior Adam Pooler. Assisted by number 12, senior Jacob Amadon. Second assist by number 14, freshman Connor Damont. 21 from 12 from 14, Pooler, Amadon, Damont. Time of the Ontario Bay Storm goal, 9:15. Puck played out by Steven Saber. Whoops, wrong team. Wrong line. Not team, wrong line. Whatever word I meant. Battle for that puck. Pooler leaning on it. Pooler trying to drive out that puck. Gets turned back. Spinning around Julian Watts. Watts coming out with the puck. No, gets taken away by Andrew Davis. Shot goes wide off the base of the boards. Shot fired on the side of the net. Now back behind the goal. Look at that Julian Watts. What a handsome fella. Puck gets ripped out. That's going to be an icing. 6:23 to go in this opening period. Ontario Bay leads by a score of 1-0. Here on senior night at the Haldane Memorial Arena. Face off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Gets all wrapped up. Comes over on the side. Julian Watts trying to get this up. Myros trying to... That came out! Oh, somebody's got to pay attention. At the center line, Jace Knopp with that puck comes over. Jack Clary playing it. Clary fires this puck in. Off the base, the boards goes back behind the net, picked up by Mason Warrens. Warrens tries passing it over to Juice, can't do it. James Law comes over, sends his puck up along the boards, doesn't make it to Dan-Dalin. Law, second attempt, comes out into the neutral zone. Played by Jace Knopp. Knopp passes over to Jack Clary. Clary brings this over the blue line, loses it, gets dumped in by Jake Dubois. And we've got an interference call. James Law going to go to the box. First penalty of the game. Ontario Bay penalty. Number 8, James Law. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 8, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 11:10. From the point, Tyler Maluski sends this over to the near side. Tanner Long. Looking back to Maluski, passes this puck over to far side of Prevost. Prevost, gets tipped away. That's going to come out into the neutral zone, played by Tanner Long. Long crosses in front of Maluski, comes over the blue line, gets stopped short, puck picked up by Prevost. Cole has that poked away by Jacob Amadon. Prevost getting reset, passes this puck over far side for Long. Tanner Long over the blue line, passes over to Prevost. Prevost, I thought he was going to shoot. Does not. Sends this back into the middle for Maluski. Tyler, back to Prevost. Prevost sends this in deep on the right side. Pass across. And is that Hayden Scott not able to catch that puck? He had a wide open net. Back over to Hayden. Hayden into the middle for Maluski. Maluski winds up shot, gets tipped, and falls into the glove of Aiden Terry. Face-off goes back over the end line. Julian Watts trying to play it. Puck grabbed, though, by Nate Buston. Buston passes over to the corner. Out back to the point. Fired. Blocked in front by Steve Saber. Puck sent around back behind. Nate Buston takes this in deep. Gives it up to David Cooley. Cooley sends it to the corner. Pass by Miron out to the point. Now it comes over to Jace Knopp. Knopp into Miron shot. Save made. Dish back over to the side. Stepping up with this puck, Drew Matiasik. Matiasik coming around back behind the goal. Sends this. That gets tipped away by Cameron Dallin. Sails through the air into the CNS zone. We got about 12 seconds left in the player advantage for the Stars. Puck passed across to Nate Buston. Buston at the hash mark. Centering pass, and nice job by Carter Donnelly. Stick checking to make sure that 1T did not get buried or even made. Chase Miron with this puck. Teams are even. Miron passes up to Nate Buston. Buston gets wrapped up by Saber. Jacob Amanon in, shot way high, off the glass, rides the rail around, stepping up. Carter Donnelly sends this in. That gets ripped back out. Icing waved off, goes on net anyway. Aiden Terry dishes off to the side for Connor DeMott. DeMott plays that awkwardly, likes to keep things interesting. Makes us all want to say, what was that? He's not going to tell you. Puck goes behind the goal. Played up by Andrew Davis. Rips this around to the point. Cole Prevost sends this up along the side. Played by Scott. Goes against the board. Scott from his knee tries kicking that puck out. Jacob Amanon gets it over to Mott. Dallin tried popping that out. Not able to. Puck's with Hayden Scott along the side. Sends this across. Picked up by Cameron Dallin. Dallin skating out with this puck. It's 1-on-3. Dallin goes wide. Gets knocked against the boards by Jace Knopp. Picks this puck up in the corner. Dallin looking. Centering pass attempted. Gets blocked. Taken away by Andrew Davis. Davis passes puck over to Tanner Long. Long drops it off for Scott. Scott not able to get that into the slot. Scott missed the slot. Puck comes out. Nice tip by Amadon to get that behind Prevost. Amadon going in, trying to get that shot off. Goes across the top of the paint to the other side. Law can't get to it. Dalin can't get to it. Comes out into the neutral zone. Played over by Mason Warnes. Warnes gets this to Julian Watts. Watts loses it. Warnes right there to turn that puck back out into the neutral zone. Cole Prevost dumps his puck in. Picked up by Mason Warnes. Warnes rips this around. Law can't settle it. Driving forward with that is Hayden Scott. No, can't keep it. Was that Scott? No, that was a 5. That was Tyler Maluski. Juice in, putting on the hit. Puck picked up by Tyler Maluski. Sent back behind the goal by Julian Watts. Mason Warnes over to play on it. Mason sends this up to Dalin. Dalin pops this out into the neutral zone. Ethan Potter there. Potter over the blue line. Potter's got Dalin. Shot misses the goal. Oh, had that rebounded off of Leighton Sullivan. Cameron Dalin would have had a juicy rebound. So juicy he would have thought he was at Wendy's. Shot on net by Mateo Dalpe. Save made. Leighton Sullivan. Face off to the left side of Sullivan. Dalpe sends this against the boards. Bibbins over there tried making a play over there. Picked up by Austin Clark on the far side. Coming out with this puck, Tyler Maluski. Maluski shakes off at back checker. Maluski with this puck, tries centering it. Gets tipped, bounces away, grabbed by Matty Asick. Drew sends this in deep. Andre Watts grabs it, sends this back to the corner. Watts over to play it. Watts snaps this off the boards. Wow, what the heck did that hit? We've got to sand that down over there. Puck gets tipped out into the neutral zone for Mateo Dalpe. Dalpe on net. Glove save. Leighton Sullivan dishes this puck out for Drew Matiasic. Matiasic from behind the net snaps this back to the corner for Jace Knopp. Knopp plays this off the boards, and we're going to claim that was played on by Connor DeMott. Picked up by Aiden Terry. Snap back out into the middle. Hayden Scott has it knocked away. Grabbed by Amadon. Amadon sends this through. Adam Pooler's finding all of his speed. Pooler gets checked by Jace Knopp. Knopp fires this. That misses everybody. That's going to be an icing. We can only wave so many icings off. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Way less than 1 minute to go. Amadon taking the face-off against Andrew Davis. Puck comes back to Julian Watts. Shot. Tip. Oh, goes over the net. Picked up by Davis. Davis from the side. Rips this out long. Tried hitting a Bustin, Nate Bustin, but Bustin reached his stick out instead of taking one more stride. It'll burn you every time. There's the faceoff. Comes into middle. Pooler backhand. Knocks that puck over to the side. Chase Miron trying to get it out. Pooler trying to hold it in. Puck goes to Amadon. Now Pooler. Pooler shot. Oh, gets tipped by Cole Prevost. Comes over to the side. That's going to be a penalty. It's a big old hook against CNS. CNS penalty, number 13, Austin Benkowski. 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 13, Benkowski, Time of the minor penalty, 16:56. And that concludes our first period of play here at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey. Please remember to stop by and pick up your 50-50 raffle tickets. It's going to be the biggest raffle pot we've ever had. Get your 50-50 tickets now. Get something yummy to eat at the Cold Front Cafe. You might want to consider picking up a Nerd Rope. Nerd Ropes, they're long, they're hard, they taste great in your mouth. In other news, West Genesee defeats IHC by a score of 5-1 in Shove Park. I am the Dan-Dalin, and we'll be back. All right, so for your viewing pleasure here, please enjoy this slideshow. we are ready here for the face-off to begin, period number 2. There's the draw. CNS in, quick shot, save made, Aiden Terry. Puck picked up by Julian Watts. What a terrible pass. Shot, save, Aiden Terry. All right, Steve Saber coming out with this puck. Steven over the blue line, moving into the offensive end. Sends that puck around. Amidon picks it up in the near corner. Tries sending it back out to Andre Watts. Grabbed by Hayden Scott. Sent out into the neutral zone. Dumped in by CNS. Puck turned back. Amidon over the center line. No, he let it go too soon. That's an icing. Julian Watts takes that puck back behind his net. Ran into a little bit of trouble, able to get that out. Pass it up to Dalin. Dalin just gets a piece of it. Myros chasing after it. Myros overskates that puck. Centering pass, nothing doing. Oh, it's loose, goes wide of the net on the right side. Dalin back behind. There's Cameron. Puck comes around near side. Brought out by James Law. Picked up now by Austin Clark. Clark sends that through Julian Watts' legs, and that's an icing. Really? Yeah. Did you think that was icing? Because he passed it from behind the blue line. Yeah, right. This is high school. Yeah. Right, it's a Ontario Bay power play. I forgot. Face-off taken by Maluski. Maluski turns, rips this down the length of the ice. Back behind the net, going after it in the corner, Chase Miron. Miron and Juice. Miron pulls it away. Loses that puck to James Law. Law off the boards for Julian. Julian pulls this puck out. Pass over for Dalin. Oh, let him too far. Gave it right to Chase Knopp. Knopp leaning. Knocked off that puck by Juice. Law picks this up off the boards for Dalin. Dalin not able to get that puck out. Fired back in by Chase Miron. Here comes Andre Watts over the center line, over the blue line, dumps that puck in. Dalin going around to pick that puck up, pulls this out. Nobody over there, though. Grabbing that puck is Jason Knopp, fires this through. That's going to be just wide, and that's an icing because now the penalty has expired. We'll get these rules straight, you'll see. Face off to the right side of Leighton Sullivan. Puck goes back behind the CNS goal. Cole Prevost with it. Cole trying to make some space, trying to get that over to Matiasik. Almost lost it. Matiasik gives it back to Prevost. Cole sends this up along the boards. That gets missed by Tanner Long. Retreating back to pick it up, Adam Pooler. Pooler forwards that in back behind his goal so he can catch up to it. Pooler sends this up for Amidon. Amidon gets this out into the neutral zone, but the puck goes right to Tanner Long. Amidon gets tripped in the process. And Drew Matiasik's, I think, going to go to the box because of it. Drew fell down and accidentally tripped Amidon. And it'll be another power play for Ontario Bay. CNS penalty number 2, Drew Matiasik. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 2, 2 minutes trip. Time of the minor penalty, 2:43. It's an Ontario Bay power play. Roll Storm. Puck gets turned back. Andrew Davis trying to bring that puck in. dumps it, goes around on the far side, hustling in after it, though. Jace Knopp holds that in along the board. Pooler able to get that out. Picked up, though, by Davis. He fires this back into the far corner. Julian Watts from behind the net. Juice coming out with this puck. Juice trying to get around Davis, and does. Davis right on him. Juice over the blue line. Drops this back for Steve Saber. Saber flings this over to Pooler. Pooler winds up. Shot gets deflected off the leg of Austin Benkoski. Picked up by Julian Watts. Watts to the corner for Saber. Saber has it swatted away by Benkoski. I don't know. I think that's Jace Knopp. Julian Watts back in the trapezoid. Now on the side. Tries passing this back out to Pooler. Pooler steps up to get it. Gives it back to Saber. Saber shot on goal. Gets knocked away. Coming out with it, Andrew Davis. Davis fires this off the boards. Goes down the length of the ice. No icing because of the shorthandedness of CNS. Jacob Amidon grabs this puck in front of his goal. Challenged by Tanner Long. Amidon up into the neutral zone. Puck poked away momentarily by Davis. Fired back in by Long. Andre Watts backhands this puck over to Adam Pooler. Pooler back to Andre. Andre not settling it. Now grabs it, gives it up to Connor DeMott. DeMott at the blue line, fires it on net. Glove save, Leighton Sullivan. Faceoff sent over to the boards. Cameron Dallin getting hugged. People just like him. Austin Clark out into the neutral zone. Clark dumps his puck in deep. DeMott going in after it. Lets Watts pick it up. Andre sends us along the boards for Cameron. Cameron can't bring it up. Prevost right there. Puck fired back in by Austin Clark. Teams are even. Myros tries clearing that out. Held by Clark. Battle for that puck ensues along the side. Puck goes into the corner. Connor DeMott snaps this off the boards for Jacob Myros. Myros can't get it out. Clark coming in to help out. Puck comes out to the point for Drew Matiasik. Matiasik pass over to Prevost. Prevost shot. Save. Rebound comes to the corner. Cole Prevost picks his puck back up. Popped out by Andre Watts. Kicked out into the neutral zone by Jacob Myros. Puck comes back to Drew Matiasik. Matiasik to Cole Prevost in the neutral zone. Prevost has got Dalin stick checking. Oh, it's just like they're at practice. Dalin and Prevost in the corner. Prevost trying to make some space. Prevost going back into the trapezoid. Goes for the Michigan. Nothing doing. Nice try, Cole Prevost. That was a quick transition to the blade of his stick. I bet he really thought that was going to work. Andre snaps this up through the neutral zone. Chasing it down is Cole Prevost. Dalin keeping him honest. Prevost from his own trapezoid. Prevost looking, opts to go right as he gets chased around by Matteo Dalpi. Prevost sends this high. Grabbed by Connor DeMott. DeMott tries snapping it back out. Goes off of Dallin's skate against the boards. Dallin off the boards to get around Matiasik. Puck picked up by Nate Buston. Buston passes this over to David Cooley. He sends this up into the neutral zone. Ripped in by Connor DeMott. Goes off the base of the boards at the back of the net. Matteo Dalpi along the boards, not able to hold on to that puck. Drew Matiasik coming out with it. Matiasik stops, snaps this in, and that no icing. Grabbed by Dylan Van Brocklin, trying to send this around. Not able to keep it away. Tyler Maluski over there. Puck swatted away, comes out, top of the slot. Shot fired in low through the traffic, and that puck goes to the corner. Matteo Dalpi after it. Pulling that puck out, Maluski. Tyler not able to get that in. And that gets grabbed by Ethan Potter, sent down the length of the ice, goes off of Jace Knopp, makes it over to the far corner. Stephen Wheeler in, battling against Austin Benkoski. Benkoski gives this to Knopp. Knopp fires it back to Benkoski. Benkoski out to Miron. Miron slows it at his own blue line, but that's not in time. That's an icing with 9:43 to go in the second period. Prevost from behind his net. Passes puck over to Matty Asick. Matty Asick can't clear it out. Now he does. Goes right to Julian Watts. Watts flicks it over Hayden Scott. Steven Saber gets this to Amadon. Jacob over the blue line. Shot. No, just dished aside by Leighton Sullivan. Steven Saber passes over for Mason Warnes. Warnes winds up, sends it to the slot, gets knocked back out by Andrew Davis. Davis passes puck up to Buston. Buston blocked by Julian Watts. Puck settles down. Prevost can't settle it. Davis trying to swing at that puck. Nice kick out by Steven Saber. Passes up, goes off of Amadon's stick. Amadon's got to chase it down. Puck passes just a little in front of him. Saber trailing, picks that puck up, tries getting it to Pooler. Not able to. Warnes fires, blocked out, goes over to the far side. Tanner Long off the boards, stopped by Pooler, picked up by Prevost. Here comes Cole through the neutral zone. Cole Prevost stops at the blue line, loses Pooler, drops that puck back to Drew Matiasic. Matiasic dumps that into the corner, goes behind the net, over into the near corner, chased down by Mason Warnes and Hayden Scott. Warnes reaches for that puck to send it into the corner so he can play on it. Gets it up to James Law. Law off the boards trying to get it to Amadon. Gets turned back in by Jace Knopp. CNS has to check up on sides. That gives Julian Watts a minute to get this puck. Watts passes out for Law. Law reaches it. Not able to hold it. Battling, trying to keep it away from Knopp. Amadon. Law. Watts. Clark. Watts. Cooley. Watts, Clark, Cooley, Watts, everybody. Puck goes all the way down off the base. Picked up by Austin Benkoski. Benkoski passes this up for Austin Clark. Clark takes this out into the neutral zone. Austin over the blue line, advancing forward. Nice stick checking by James Law. Clark gets us to the corner. Andre Watts can't keep up with that puck. Cooley doesn't able to get it, but he's able to put a check on Watts. Puck gets sent out by Connor DeMott. Knocked forward by Myros to Dalin. Dalin, soft touch to Myros. Myros shot. Save made. Leighton Sullivan. Dalin at the center line. Stops short to lose David Cooley. Dalin loses the puck. Clark sends this over. Ethan Potter catches it. Sends this back up through the neutral zone. Grabbed by Austin Benkoski. Benkoski into the neutral zone. Sends this up. Ethan Potter stops it. Potter passes all the way across for Andre Watts. Andre trying to gain control of that puck, not able to. Cooley centering pass, gets blocked by Connor DeMont. Rebound goes to Chase Miron. Miron up along the boards, goes to Myros. Myros sends this out into the middle. Dalin loses his stick. So hard to play hockey without a stick. Puck comes back, Tyler Maluski. Top of the circle, centering pass, backhand. Oh, save made, Aiden Terry. Puck sent out, Prevost, shot, goal! Prevost with the goal. Cole Prevost, not a clapper, but didn't need it. See if we get any assists on that. There's got to be somebody that passed it back to him. No, there's a few. CNS goal scored by number 4, Cole Prevost. Assisted by number 15, Nate Buston. From number 19, Chase Miron. Prevost from Buston from Miron. 4:15:19. Time of the CNS Stars goal, 10:28. Coming out with that puck, Tyler Maluski. Maluski over the blue line, swings and misses. Carter Donnelly able to knock that puck free. Dylan Van Brocklin coming over, backhands that puck up. Held at the point by Matty Asick, fires it in. Save made, Aiden Terry. Nice hard hit along the boards. Maluski gets tripped, but nobody cares. Maluski on the side. Puck gets snapped up. It hits off of Pooler, drops down. Prevost coming in, centering pass. That gets knocked wide. Going in, chasing after it, Nate Buston. Buston with this puck curling around, loses it. Steve Saber able to get that puck out into the neutral zone. Cole Prevost with it. Prevost drifting back into his own end. Jacob Amadon coming in to challenge. Prevost sends this forward. Gets grabbed by Carter Donnelly, and Donnelly ices the puck. There's a face-off puck. It's grabbed by by Jack Dubois. Jake Dubois fires it. At the point, puck sent forward. Tipped away by Julian Watts. Watts going after it with Jack Clary. Clary gets sent down to the ice by Julian. Law passes out to Dalin. Dalin moving in, stops at the top of the circle, loses that puck. Fired back out and drops down. Now comes out through the neutral zone. Misses everybody. Aiden Terry plays this to the corner. Julian Watts going after it with Jack Clary. Watts picks his puck up, rips it around for Dalin. Dalin looks over his shoulder, avoids Andrew Davis, gets his puck out, goes on net. Save made, Aiden Terry. David Cooley and James Law in for the draw. Law pulls his puck back for Julian Watts. Watts goes around behind his net, sends this off the glass, glove down by Myros. Myros sends this into the neutral zone, misses Dalin, grabbed by Matiasik. Matiasik fires it in, no icing. Andre Watts back behind the net. Andre along the boards, loses that puck, picked up by Cooley. Cooley tried passing it over, gets knocked out by Dalin. Now Myros backhands his puck down, hustling after it, Drew Matiasik. Matiasik, Law. Matiasik over to Prevost. Prevost back behind the net. It's got Cameron Dalin all over him. Dalin and Prevost are teammates on the Utica Junior Comets 2018. They're a Tier 1 team. They know each other rather well. Cam Walker passed that puck up to David Cooley. Cooley can't get it out. Grabbed by Law. Ripped in deep. Ethan Potter going after it. Potter at the corner. Centering pass. One-timer Myros. Save made. Leighton Sullivan. What a play. What a save. Saver in for the faceoff against Andrew Davis. Davis pulls his puck back, played by Benkoski around, comes out into the neutral zone. Connor DeMott going after it, knocks it back. Andrew Davis tripped on the blue line, recovers, sends that forward, save made, Aiden Terry, and Aiden covers that one up. Puck goes to the corner off the paddle of Aiden Terry. Hayden Scott with this now loses it. Andre Watts can't get that away. Davis got a piece of it. Andrew Davis sends this back up for Hayden. Hayden at the hash mark pulls this puck out. Hayden shot, save, rebound, cleared by Connor DeMott. That gets fired in by Benkoski. DeMott tries clearing out. Benkoski holds it. Benkoski sends this into the corner. Centering pass made by Andrew Davis. It's a goal! That's right. You don't want to get in trouble for that. Here comes Nate Buston. That's an offsides as Chase Miron loses an edge. CNS goal scored by number 16, Tanner Long. Assisted by 25, Andrew Davis. From 13, Austin Benkoski. 16 from 25 from 13. Time of the CNS Stars goal, 14:09. And CNS now leads 2-1. Neutral zone faceoff. Won by CNS. They pull this puck back. Chasing it down, grabbing it is Matty Asick. Matty Asick pulls it all the way back to his corner. Dalin puts a hit on. Puck goes behind the net. Prevost gives it back to Matty Asick. Matty Asick up along the boards to Miron. Miron pulling out. Has Dalin attack him. Dalin can't get that puck. Miron snaps his puck out into the neutral zone. Turned back by Carter Donnelly in the neutral zone. Donnelly spearing at him. Myros took a spill. There's a nice tough push by Maluski. Puck comes out for Cameron Dalin. Dalin can't try taking that shot. Nice back check by Tyler Maluski. Puck goes to Matty Asick. Matty Asick passes up to Nate Buston. Buston, nice move to get around. Carter Donnelly's there. Yeah, we got all sorts of, we got stuff happening. James Law going to the box for interference. Face-off will be to the right side of Aiden Terry. Ontario Bay penalty. Number 8, James Law. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 8, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 15:04. Scott with that puck gives it to Buston. Buston sends it into the corner. Puck picked up by Andrew Davis. Davis comes back out for Maluski. Tyler with it. Along the boards, passes it out to Tanner Long. Long to Prevost. Shot blocked by the skate of Andre Watts. Sent down by Adam Pooler. Amadon going after it. Played on by Leighton Sullivan. Snaps this out. Neutral zone turnover, back and forth with this puck. Now it's grabbed by Andrew Davis. Davis gives it forward for Hayden Scott. Turns a backhand centering pass, blocked by Amadon. Cleared out by Andre Watts. Retreating back to pick up this puck is Tyler Maluski. 1 minute of play remaining in the second period. 1 minute remaining. In over the line, weaving shot, save made, Aiden Terry. Puck comes all the way back to the CNS end of the rink. Hayden Scott plays it back behind the goal. Scott coming up with it. Passes this puck over to Andrew Davis. Davis in the neutral zone all the way across for Prevost. Prevost plays it off the boards. Stops, swings around in the corner. Back out to the point for Tanner Long. Long over to Scott. Scott back out to Maluski. Maluski to Long. Long shot misses and goes straight up into the netting. We'll have a face-off to the right side of Aiden Terry. Face-off, Steven Saber and Chase Miron. Miron pushes it towards the corner, picked up by Julian Watts. Watts going to try sending this out, held in at the point by Jace Knopp. Sends this back to the corner, comes back to Jace. Jace slides over to the center point, passes puck to Miron, shot, blocked, comes back out to Knopp. 5 seconds to go. Knopp over to Matty Asick. Matty Asick tries shooting that. And that gets deflected out of play. We'll have a face-off with 1.8 seconds to go in the second period. Here's the face-off. Comes over to the boards, and that's where this is going to end. And that concludes another exciting period of ice hockey at the Haldane Memorial Arena, home of Storm Hockey, and quite possibly the largest 50-50 raffle ever. But probably not. Make sure you get your 50-50 raffle ticket now. The drawing will be held at the end of this intermission. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets and go get something yummy to eat at the Cold Front Cafe.
Hunter, please don't do that. Hunter, I got all this stuff connected to the wall. Thank you.
There we go. Third period underway. Shot, save, Aiden Terry. Faceoff will be to the left side of Aiden. Won by CNS. Shot fired, tipped, save made. Aiden Terry off the shoulder. Picked up Andre Watts. There's a high stick by Andrew Davis. That'll bring the faceoff all the way back down to the CNS end of the arena. Faceoff to the left side of Sullivan. Cole Prevost sends this around behind his net. Held in at the point by Julian Watts. Fired in. Tipped by Pooler. Goes over the net. Steven Saber over along the boards. Plays this back behind the goal. Drew Matiasik at the corner with Jacob Amidon. Matiasik trying to kick that puck out for Andrew Davis. Comes out into the middle. Tanner Long takes this puck. Long through the neutral zone. Moving into the offensive end. Stops short. Pulls this puck back. And Amidon to Pooler. Pooler back to Jacob. Jacob loses his puck to Tyler Maluski. Maluski bringing it back. Maluski shovels his puck forward past Andre Watts. Coming over is Julian Watts to help his little brother out. Or big brother, I meant. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Corralled by Austin Benkoski. Benkoski to Prevost. Prevost guarding that puck away from Pooler. Sends this off the boards into the neutral zone. Maluski dumps this in. Nope. Comes out. Now it gets dumped in. And CNS has to... sorry about that. CNS has to play that around. I got one too many things. Normally I have somebody helping me with the camera. And, yeah, she's not here. She's tending to her big sister who's sick. Very nice of her, but... But thank you, Finn, for pointing that out, that I was on the wrong screen. I appreciate you. Ontario Bay penalty. Number 16, Carter Donnelly. 2-minute minor for high sticking. Number 16, 2 minutes, high stick. Time of the minor penalty, 1:21. And that was a beauty of a save by Aiden Terry. Face off to the left side of Terry. Puck comes towards the middle, snapped out by Connor DeMott. Tyler Maluski going back to his zone to pick this puck up. Maluski passes this puck up against the boards for Tanner Long. Long back out into the middle for Andrew Davis. Davis over the blue line, drops it for Hayden Scott. Scott moving forward to Davis, tipped, and it goes in! It goes in! I do believe that was Andrew Davis that scored that goal. Cicero North Syracuse power play goal scored by number 25, Andrew Davis, assisted by number 9, Hayden Scott. 25 from 9. Time of the CNS Stars power play goal, 2-0-4. CNS now leads by a score of 3-1, the most dreaded lead in all of hockey. It is prime time for Ontario Bay to come back and win it all. Andre Watts loses that puck in the corner. Battle for it, comes into the middle. Connor DeMott backhands it up, held in at the blue line by CNS as they dump that puck in deep. Chase Miron battling for it in the back, sends this up along the boards. Connor DeMott tries snapping it out and comes out. Adam Pooler chasing after it, as is Austin Benkoski. Benkoski and Pooler shoulder to shoulder. Puck comes back. Maluski tries clearing it back out, held in at the point by DeMott. DeMott swinging at that puck now, driving it out is Benkoski. Benkoski back passes it to his teammate that was going off the ice. Jace Knopp picks this puck up. Knopp in his own zone, spins around. Oh, James Law almost stole it from him. If Law had kept his eye on the puck, he would have taken it with him. Puck comes around behind the goal. Pooler to Donnelly. Donnelly loses it. Puck gets poked back. Dalin trying to drive it out away from Benkoski. Benkoski sends this to the corner. Austin Clark playing that with Dylan Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin, Law, David Cooley coming in. Puck is behind Cooley. Van Brocklin goes over to get it. Cooley pulls his puck out. Goes into the corner. Van Brocklin still on him. Cooley pushing it forward. Van Brocklin turning back, holding that puck. Cam Walker there. Puck is loose in the trapezoid. Now Cam Walker has it. Walker loses it. Comes over to Austin Clark. Clark back out to the point for Cole Prevost. Prevost back over to Clark. Clark misses. Puck goes off the backboards. Carter Donnelly trying to get it. And Cam Walker does. Walker passes off to Cooley. Cooley to the corner. Van Brocklin on him. Walker back. Sends his puck forward. Cameron Dallin goes into the trapezoid. Takes his puck away. Dallin trying to weave his way out. Dallin brings it into the neutral zone. Dallin's facing the wrong way. Trying to get that puck. James Law has it. Law shot. Save. Leighton Sullivan. Nice play. Dallin going in. Pulling that puck all the way out. Way to go for James Law. Following up along in order to take that shot. Nice save by Leighton Sullivan, one of many he's had tonight. Law back, Morrow's shot! Save made, Leighton Sullivan. I thought Myros was going to sneak that one through the 5-hole. Leighton closed it just in time. Another face-off. Tanner Long and Law. Law sits down on the puck. Law kicks it out, and Mason Warren's not able to get to it in time. Plays this puck in the neutral zone, sends it forward, goes to Long. Long fires this all the way across, trying to get it to Hayden Scott behind Julian Watts. Not going to happen. James Law snaps that puck out, caught by Matty Asick. Matty Asick passes over to Tanner Long. Long over the blue line. Long passes this puck over, shot, goal! And I do believe that's Hayden Scott with a goal. CNS goal scored by number 9, Hayden Scott. Assisted by number 16, Tanner Long. 9 from 16. Time of the CNS Stars goal, 5:01. Pooler in, shot, gets taken out and takes out the goalie. Slashing is the call. Slashing is not a shootable offense. I think that was Hayden Scott. I couldn't see his number as he went into the box. CNS penalty, number 2, Drew Matiasic, 2-minute minor for slashing. Number 2, 2 minutes, slash. Time of the minor penalty, 5:21. It's an Ontario Bay power play. Roll Storm. And what is going on here? We got Amadon and Miron going to the box. Oh, and Andre. Let's see what the calls are from the officials. Interesting. We've got 2 guys in the box, but we're not losing a player on the ice. How does that work out? Oh, double minor, that's why. No. You guys got 2 penalties on one guy. You got double minor. Which is Ontario Bay penalty, number 12, Jacob Amadon, 2-minute minor for holding. Ontario Bay penalty, number 9, Andre Watts, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. CNS penalty, number 19, Chase Miron, 2 minutes for holding. CNS penalty, number 19, Chase Miron, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of all these penalties, 5:48. Shot and a save! James Law coming to play. Still a power play for Ontario Bay for 123. Puck goes back to CNS. They try to clear that out. Cameron Dalin blocks it. Dalin wrapping that puck up in the corner. Comes out. Shot fired. Connor DeMott save made by Leighton Sullivan. Cole Prevost back behind the net. Dalin over there pulls his puck out. Puck is on the back, sent over to the corner, and that gets cleared by CNS. Goes all the way down the length of the ice. Aiden Terry holds it for Julian Watts. Julian back behind his goal. Ran into a little bit of trouble. Now picks that puck up. Passes it across for Connor DeMott. DeMott comes up on the near side. Gets his puck by Andrew Davis. And it gets turned back by CNS. 44 seconds to go in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. Juice from behind the net again. Juice looking, loses that puck again. Hard time back there. Now he comes out on the near side, spinning around, gets around Dave Cooley, passes puck over for Ethan Potter. Potter having a hard time holding it. Puck gets turned over. David Cooley loses his edge into the center line. goes down. Aiden Terry pauses that puck, gives it to, it's Carter Donnelly. Passed over to Julian. Julian Watts curling around in the neutral zone. Watts over the center line. Watts over the blue line. Watts in deep at the hash mark. Watts into the corner. Has that puck poked away by Benkoski. Stepping up, Adam Pooler. Pooler shot. High. Goes to the corner. Comes down. Carter Donnelly holds us at the point. Trying to snap that shot in. Kick save by Leighton Sullivan. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Van Brocklin fires it back in. Saber checks up onside. Puck is caught by Benkoski. Teams are even. Benkoski passes puck out for Cam Walker. Taken away by Adam Pooler. Pooler's shot deflected. Goes high into the netting. And that'll give us a face-off in the CNS end of the ice with 9:13 to go in this game. James Law with this puck in the corner, forced into the trapezoid. Puck goes over to the near corner, picked up by Jacob Myros. Myros pressed up by Prevost. Law coming in, trying to pull it out. Myros gets into the trapezoid. Dalin over there. Law coming out. Nothing doing. Puck picked up by CNS. Tanner Long passes it up to Tyler Maluski. Maluski over the blue line, loses it. Puck comes back. Myros has it swatted away by Long. Puck goes down into the corner. Dalin there, as is Myros. Puck drops high. Caught by Law. Law drops it down. Coming away with this puck, Cole Prevost. Myros chases Prevost to the far side. Prevost, long pass across to Tyler Long. Tanner Long even. Long loses it. Van Brocklin pops this out to Dalin. Dalin misses it. Dalin picks his puck up, going in. Backhand shot off the shoulder of Leighton Sullivan and into the netting and out of play. What a nice move by Cameron. Just not nice enough. Maybe he'll get it next time. Face off to the right side of Leighton Sullivan. Hey, okay, now I'm ready. Woo! Puck grab by Jake Dubois. Dubois curling around. Little panic attack there. Puck comes free. Ethan Potter snaps this back into the trapezoid. Grab by Andrew Davis. Davis along the side. Sends this out by the point. And Ethan Shaw just misses. Puck comes back into the neutral. Now retreating back to his own end. Snaps this back out to Davis. Andrew Davis backhands this up for Bustin. Bustin shot. Save made. Aiden Terry. Bustin back behind the goal. Got Mason Warnes on him. Now Jacob Amidon. Amidon fires his puck off the boards, held in by Shaw. Shaw gives his puck back up to Dubois. Dubois back to Shaw. Shaw fired. Shaw just saved. From back behind the goal, CNS coming around on the near side at the hash mark. Drops this back into the corner for Nate Bustin. Bustin wrapped up with Mason. Now this puck comes up to Potter. Now Amidon. Amidon with this puck over the blue line. Amidon forced wide by Ethan Shaw. Amidon into the corner. Shaw swings and misses at that puck. Retreats back into the trap zone fight. Weird bounce off the stanchion there. Shot save. Comes out. Rebound to Ethan Shaw. Shaw passes out to Austin Clark. Clark moving forward over the blue line. Clark pulls his puck in it deep. Amidon in after it. Amidon and Andre Watts. Andre coming up on the near side. Picks his puck up off the boards out into the neutral zone. Andre shot, tipped, goes up into the netting, and almost scared that gentleman up there. We'll have a face-off in the zone of the CNS Stars with 6:29 to go in this game. Amidon in for the faceoff. Pulls that puck over. Saber drops it back to Connor DeMott. DeMott stepping up, trying to get it to a shooting spot. Swings and misses. Gets taken out. There we go. Now we're going to get a penalty on that. Tyler Maluski going to the bench for roughing. Face off to the right side. CNS penalty, number 5, Tyler Maluski. 2-minute minor for roughing. Number 5, 2 minutes rough. Time of the CNS minor penalty, 10:45. It's an Ontario Bay power play. Amidon in the corner, sends this back out to the point for Julian Watts. Watts over to Andre Watts. Andre fires it and gets tipped, goes back behind the net. Amidon at the corner, back to Juice. Juice back to Amidon. Amidon swings, duffs it. Puck grabbed by Tanner Long. Long's going to skate this up over the blue line. Long coming in, he's going to curl her back around into the neutral zone. He's just trying to burn up the clock. CNS has pulled the goalie. I think they're trying to load up on points. I don't quite get it. Tanner Long anyway with this puck. Tanner passes over to Miron. Miron sends this up for Scott. Oh, there's a delayed penalty. Oh, that makes sense. I totally missed it. I didn't even see his hand up. I was like, why'd they pull the goalie? Oh, I completely missed it. Completely missed it. Well, that's a good way to give up a power play. Oh, so face off to the left side of Aiden Terry. 4-on-4 for 54 seconds. Ontario Bay penalty. Number 12, 2-minute minor for holding. Number 12, Jacob Amidon, 2 minutes, hold. Time of the minor penalty, 11:51. Dalin grabs this puck, passes over to Law. Law at the blue line, fires it. Save made by Sullivan. Face off to the right side of Leighton Sullivan. James Law squaring off against Andrew Davis. Puck goes into the corner. Jace Knopp fires it around. Cameron Dalin over to play on it. Dalin sends us a little bit deeper. Tanner Long turns it back up. Dalin sends it back in. Long goes the other way. Jace Knopp with it. Gives it back to Long. Long coming up with this puck. Long going to the middle to stay away from Dalin. Long over the blue line. Wide left, stop short, loses his edge. Cameron comes in, picks his puck up, gets it around Davis. Cameron tried passing it up to Law, but it got tipped away by Hayden Scott. Puck coasts back to James Knopp. Knopp trying to make some space between him and Law. It's a power play for the next minute for CNS. Puck dumped in by Cameron Dalin, stopped by Drew Matiasik. Matiasik passes over to Long. Long all the way across for Hayden Scott. Dalin goes over, sweeps at that puck. Gets it to Law. Law flicks it up. Glove down by Matiasik. Matiasik drops it back for Maluski. Maluski up for Scott. Scott misses it. And Connor DeMott dumps his puck all the way in. Tyler Maluski from behind his net. Coming up, loses that puck. Keeps it away from Pooler, though. Gets it out into the neutral zone for David Cooley. Cooley tries passing over to Davis. Davis misses it. Picked up by Tanner Long. Long over the blue line, making his way into the center point slot position. Shot fired. Glove save. Aiden Terry. Faceoff goes back into the corner. DeMott rips it around. And we're going to get a penalty against CNS. They're talking about what the call should actually be. Is it a 2-10 boarding? We're 2-minute hit from behind. And he's going to spend the rest of this game in that box. It's a major penalty. CNS penalty, number 15, Nate Buston. 5-minute major for boarding. Number 15, 5-minute major boarding. Time of that major penalty, 13:36. So Saber put the shoulder on Cole Prevost. He did not mean to hit him that hard, though. Because he immediately came back to apologize, buried him into the boards. That's going to be a 5-minute major for boarding as well, I think. Yeah, he's giving him a 2-10. Pooler swinging around. Ontario Bay penalty, number 25, Steven Saber, 5-minute major for a check from behind and a 10-minute misconduct. Number 25, a 5 and 10. 5 served by number 2, Stephen Wheeler. Time of the major penalty, 13:53. Hey, give me a winner. I hold in my hands the winner of the 50-50 raffle ticket. Get your blue ticket out. The winning number is number 852551. 852551. Pick up your winnings at the Cold Front Cafe. That puck held in by CNS. Now puck goes back to Matiasik. Matiasik passes this puck over for Roscoff. Roscoff sends this up into the neutral zone. Andre Watts trying to turn it back. Cam Walker picks it up. Walker sends this forward, and Austin Clark was like 4 strides offsides. I don't know what game he was playing, but it wasn't this one. Offsides is the call with 1:59 to go in this game. Neutral zone face-off driven forward by Jacob Amidon. Amidon over the blue line, pulls that puck through, played out by Leighton Sullivan. And I turned away. I didn't even see. Oh. He kicked your son. Oh, my. So it's a 2-10 on Amidon. Who's going to serve the 2? Nobody, I guess. Ontario Bay penalty, number 12, Jacob Amidon. 2-minute minor for goalie interference and a 10-minute misconduct. Number 12, 2 and 10 for goalie interference and a misconduct. Time of the minor penalty, 15:09. Coming out with this puck, CNS. It is a 4-on-3 now. As awkward as that is. Puck played by Hayden Scott. Scott's curling around. Shot. Goal! Hayden Scott. And that would release Amadon, or whoever's in for Amadon. CNS power play goal scored by number 9, Hayden Scott, assisted by number 14, Jake Roskopf, from number 2, Drew Matiasik. 9 from 14 from 2. Time of the CNS Stars power play goal, 15:42. Cameron Dallin in the corner, trying to wrap that puck up and gain possession of it once again. Comes out with James Law. Law gets pushed on, gives that puck off. No, he gets turned over. Coming down, Tyler Maluski. Maluski in, tries throwing it to the middle. Andre Watts sweeps that puck aside, and it gets knocked into the neutral zone by Connor DeMott. Cameron Dallin coming in, gets that puck around, centering pass, misses. And Cameron Dallin is down. He got buried into the boards afterwards. He almost jumped into Cameron. Really not a fan of that. Cameron's up. Thank goodness he's a tough kid. I tell you what, growing up, he was made of glass. Cameron's going to be all right. Coach is going to walk him off. CNS penalty, number 12, Jace Knopp, 5-minute major for charging. Number 12, 5-minute major charge. Time of the major penalty, 16:13. Connor DeMott retreating back to pick up this puck. Passes it over to Andre Watts. Andre to Adam Pooler. Pooler sends this in deep. Pooler going up against Tyler Maluski. Maluski guarding that puck. Pooler trying to take it away. Maluski rips this around, and there's just not enough players on the ice to catch that one. Andre Watts is going to have to chase it down. Watts picks it up, passes it over to Connor DeMott. DeMott loses it in the skates of Parker Cook, and that's where this game's going to end. And that concludes another crazy game of ice hockey at the Haldane Memorial Arena. I think there were more penalty minutes than there were shots on goal from these two teams that actually know each other rather well. The Ontario Bay Booster Club would like to thank everyone for coming out here today. Please remember to fold and return your warming blankets to their appropriate receptacles in the bleacher section now that the game has concluded. Congratulations to our 50-50 winner, and please remember to stop by the Cold Front Cafe to get something yummy and hot to eat or drink for your ride home. Turn your headlights on because it's dark outside. Believe it or not, it's still winter. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. This game is available on my YouTube channel, the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. I am the Dan-Dalin, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for all of the chat. Hope you have enjoyed the game, enjoyed the broadcast. Please subscribe. Please like. And remember, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.
0-0.